presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Pete in Long Island. Hey, Pete, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. Good evening, and I want to give you a big thank you. Last night I called for your advice, and you gave me such wonderful and correct information. If you remember, I was short 3 gold stocks,
yes.
NEM, AU, and AEM.
Right.
And based on your opinion, you've been right on the mark with this. Boy, it was wonderful, Tom. I got to be honest with you. It's unbelievable what you're doing for your radio listeners.
Oh, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night. And at TFNN, folks, we get a new schedule. We kicked it off on Monday. We start at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Right now, we go 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. live each and every trading day. At 8 a.m., we have a new show, The Global Market Pulse, with our man, Mr. John Logan. And coming right up after me today, we're going to have our man, Mr. Andy Heck, with the Commodities Hour. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have some action. We get Apple, Microsoft coming out after the bell. Right now, you get the Dow Industrials up 65, Nasdaq's up 28, S&Ps are up 11. Gold contracts down $7.30, traded at $1,306 an ounce. Silver off a penny at $20.99. Platinum flat at $1,489 an ounce. Copper's at $3.20 a pound. Light sweet crude flat at $104.42. Bonds, check it out. It's just bonds are just amazing, folks. You get the 10-year right now up 4 ticks at 125.13. 30-year is up 7 ticks at 138.21. And King Dollar, she's up 238 ticks, trading out at 80.86. The euro's at 134. She's down 57 ticks. The yen's off 16 right now at 101.45. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? Now, let's go over to the world of the SPY. We take a look at the SPY. You got 1 hour left in trading. If you want to see something anemic, folks, you got it in spades. What do we have? The SPY's got to 198.56. The last high out there is 198.26. We had got up to that level with 80 million shares. Then what do? We blow downtown on the 17th with 143 million. So check it out. You want to see wide price spread, accelerated volume on the way down. That's what we had on July 17th. That was the first time that the S&P basically gave it up on price with volume, and that sign of strength was downtown. Now, what do we have today? You have a test of that area, and I suspect what we're going to see is you're going to see a close more than likely under the 198.10. It's going to get interesting here. Why? Because what we have is this. If we take a look at the SPY, the SPY, what you're going to see, the first sell in the market. I just love doing this program also when the market's open. The first sell in the market, folks, meaning downtown, came out at 1440. Okay, so 20 minutes of 3 Eastern Standard Time. But 1440 was the first sell. On a 10-minute bar, 2 million shares got sold. Next 10-minute bar, 1.96, and this is where the kicker comes, which is really nice. The little pop that we just had right now was 1.2. So the correlation on the 10-minute is 1.2, going against that slight downdraft with 2 million. That's an indication that as we are coming into the close here, you're going to see a slight sell-off. Now, I'm not looking for anything heavy, but you're going to see a slight sell-off. If we go over to the NDX 100, the 3 Qs, and the 3 Qs are going to be what the number is tonight, folks. Why? Because Apple is such a large weighting structure inside the NASDAQ 100. The 3 Qs, no doubt, at same price point at a time point at 1440. That was, in fact, on a 10-minute basis. 1.9 million shares got sold out. That's after making a high with 900,000 shares. That first high that was made this morning at 1010. Eastern Time, well, just 10-10 period. That was tested with 300,000. So the correlation there, you test with 300,000, you come down with 1.9 million. We just went back into that area with 800,000. That's saying to me that you have a shot of actually filling the gap from this morning. That gap from this morning is 96.02. If we actually take a look, so that's on the intraday basis. And on the intraday basis, folks, I use a 10-minute bar with volume. Why? Because it seems to be consistent, and I've done just about every other thing in the last 25 years. Bottom line is that I like it, it's consistent, and it works both ways, meaning on the way down, on the way up. We take a look at the 3 Qs. What do you have with the 3 Qs? A failure straight across the board in the 3 Qs would be a close under 96.30. Right now, we're at 96.55. We had hit that 96.30 high on the 16th of July. We did 22 million shares. Right now, you're at 17 million. We'll do just about the same amount of shares. The Index 100, what it had done after it did that 22 million at the high, it comes downtown with 43 million. Those are big numbers, folks. The strength in this market is downtown. What you have going on is that at these highs, we have distribution laying out across the highs. We go take a look at the NDX 100. What's moving the NDX 100? And this is what it is. FFIV right now is up 2.2 points. You got Wynn Resorts are up $4.94. You get Qualcomm up $194. You get Alexa Pharmaceutical up $366. Taking points away from the NDX 100, you have Netflix down $24, trading at $427. You get O'Reilly Automotive down $370. You get Applied Materials off $35, and you get Staples down 14 cents. Now, if we go back to Staples and take a look at something for a second, you know, Staples has had a long run downtown. You know, on Fridays, I'm in, Dave White and myself, we do a show in the Friday afternoon, and we'll continue to do that show, by the way, Friday afternoon. When you look at Staples, Dave and I were talking about this a long time ago. Bottom line, folks, Staples is going to go out of business. You know, you can see the counter trend bounce that happened out here. You know, this is an equity that, you know, if we go back 2006, the equity's at $28. You know, makes a run, you know, down to $13, does a counter trend bounce to 26, makes another run down to 10, does a counter trend bounce up there to 17. What it's doing right now, it's going after the swing point again of 1068, and what it has that's sticking out like a sore thumb, okay, is a high volume low from 2000. That high volume low from 2000, folks, is $6.80. It's going to make that run for 680. That's what it's been building cause for. You know, we'll see how it gets down there. Bottom line is that I expect, you know, we're going to not only be down there. That's on a technical basis. On a fundamental basis, the bottom line is that you don't need Staples anymore. You don't need Office Depot anymore. Why? Amazon is eating them left and right. Okay. Bottom line is that you don't have to leave your office. You know, you get Prime. You put the order in. The order shows up a couple days later. Zero delivery cost. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Gold. Let's go over to the gold market. We take a look at gold. What we have with gold is this. Jeez. Come on, baby. There she is. Okay, so gold is at 1306.60. And what you have, this has been an impressive run. Why? Because what we've had, folks, is this. The downdraft that got created on the 14th of July had 200,000 contracts on the way down. That's when gold went from 1340 to 1302. Then what do? You get to a lower low. You do 176,000 contracts. But what that was going into, folks, was the monster sign of strength from the 19th of June. 19th of June, we went topside with 238,000 contracts. The low of that area is 1276. We didn't make the low. It rejected 1292 ASAP. Closed out that day at closed out at 1297. Then what did you have? Last Thursday, nice sign of strength. You came in, you did 177,000 contracts. We're backing into that today with 120. That's building cause to get up and over the 1340 and get into the 1392 area. If you look at the XAU and the HUI, really impressive. What's impressive about them? Both the XAU and the HUI, folks, last Thursday had just as much volume, and in fact a little bit more volume, than the downdraft that had been created on the 14th and on the 15th of July. XAU, HUI want to go make a run for their March swing highs. That's the way that's set up right now. Bonds, ever-ready bunnies out here. The 10-year right now, rejected lower price again today. We got to 125.02. We're at 125.12. She's building cars to get up and over that swing point of May. The 30-year is already over that swing point, folks. 30-year right now is trading at 138.19. That's on its way to 142. Oh, baby. 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. We'll be right back.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Wouldn't it be great if you could get a red light, green light indicator that gives you signals on 25 different future contracts? Now you can with Taz Signal Box. This red light, green light market profile system dynamically updates 24 hours a day and provides you with important trend and trade signals on 9 different commodities, 9 different indices, and 8 different currencies. Right now, you can receive a free 2-week trial to Taz Signal Box. For all the details and to find out how the Signal Box works, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Victor Jones, or Daryl Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Tom takes your phone calls. Now, toll Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks, to the Dow. Right now is up 66. You get NASDAQ up 29. S&Ps are up 11. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman at the Chapman Wave. And don't forget, folks, at TFNN, we have live programming every trading day, 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the evening. You can get all that programming right on your cell phone. How do you do it? TFNN.mobi. Bottom line, it'll stream audio. You want to get the TV, you just go to TFNN.com. Hit on the right-hand side. You're going to see actually the TV's right up there. You can see what's programming right now. You just hit that. The TV will stream right to any device you have. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. I see you've made it even easier with that icon. It's already there. You just click it on.
The icon is right there. It's a beautiful thing, no doubt.
And people can see the charts, exactly what we're talking about right now. It's amazing.
Yes, thank you. So, what are we going to look at today, Basil?
Well, I thought I'd show that, as I usually do. I start off looking at the Dow. Even though it's 30 stocks, I consider it to be a very important component in the market mix.
Yes.
And what I'm showing here is that there's been a beautiful up channel. It's been actually an intermediate term channel, and essentially the market's been making higher highs and higher lows. What I discussed both with you and on my show, my Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 o'clock every morning, I showed that there's a cup formation that's been forming, and it took exactly 9 sessions from the 9th of June to the low of 16,703 back to a new high on the 20th of June, 9 sessions. Then it pulls back from the 16,978 level down to 16,746, comes back up, and what does it do? In 9 sessions, it turns around at 17,074 on the 3rd of July, 9 sessions. Amazing this. It pulls back, comes down, and hits that red line, which is the support line. It's a technique that I use called the inside track. And what I do is wherever I have channels, within the inside of the channel, I draw just a narrow channel at the bottom and a narrow channel at the top, and very often those become repellent areas. So this or a propellant area. And this particular instance on at 16,805 on the 10th of July, it becomes a propellant. And what does it do? 9 sessions later, on the 17th of July, at 17,151, it pulls back down. This is what I say to subscribers. This is where we've got to be a little careful, because normally you would, within 3 to 4 sessions, pull back very sharply and go back into that inside track.
Yes.
If we turn around and hold the maroon line, which is that 9-period moving average, then we've got to be prepared. And what I said too, this is for my subscribers this morning in my post, I said a spike to the 17,160s would be a victory for the bulls. A slide under 16,950s, it goes to the bears. And the MACD, the moving average convergence indicator, is just barely positive, and the stochastic has just turned positive, but it's still under 80%. So I don't have the technical veracity to say right at this moment, yes, we're going to spiral to a new high, other than to say that those are the levels that I'd be looking at. So you were talking about the different divergences that you're seeing, and I thought that I'd mention a couple of things. You spoke about Orly, which is O'Reilly Automotive.
Sure.
This is parts for automobiles and trucks, etc. Well, they just made a peak D in the Chapman Wave at 156.37 and have plunged down to 146.10 points. This is the quickest and sharpest move it's had quite some time. The weekly chart is making a peak D here, and the monthly is in leg E. And you remember when we spoke last time, I said that the subscribers are long forward, and that there's a chance that we could be seeing the new car sector improving, and you had mentioned straight away, oh, that must mean the economy is improving, and absolutely. So what we're looking at is that Ford is still acting quite well. General Motors is acting very nicely of all the stocks, because it's been hammered in the press, and yet here it is at 37.81, just off the most recent highs. And AZO is a stock I featured on my show. It made a peak D in the Chapman Wave at 540.49. Now, this is AutoZone. This is one of the really big car truck parts.
Yes.
and they've got a failure pattern. Even in the monthly, it looks like it's making what I call a hat-trick top, a serious top. Now that's telling me that what we've got here is this is almost like a confirmation of a rotational market that says we will pick certain sectors that had been beaten down, that have now turned around, and the sectors that were just on an amazing tear to the upside are now vulnerable to profit taking. And you can see that because, I often talk about my Dow Quartet Index. It's General Electric, IBM, Triple M, and UTX. And just look at this. I'll show the charts.
Yeah, two of them are getting killed. And
GE is looking horrible, just horrible.
And 3M's ready to get killed. And United Technologies I was just going to ask you about that because United Technologies and GE's and ABC down.
Right. So I don't know about, I don't.
So what do you think that says about for the Dow?
You see, this is the whole thing. And Triple M, and what it says for now you had spoken about distribution a few moments ago. I think you're right. I think that we are looking at distribution. Now the whole thing is going to be, is it in sectors and even within the sectors? Because GE and UTX for me are very they key stocks. I don't even recall a time where both of them have gone down and the market itself hasn't at least suffered some kind of a setback. Triple M is right near its highs. It's kind of struggling, but it is holding. And as we mentioned, UTX is plunging, and IBM has had a very nice turnaround. It's still more towards the lows than the highs, but it is rallying, so I'm going to give it credence for that. So I've got a very mixed market just within four very important Dow stocks. And if you look, you've got Netflix taking a hit today, and that's in leg F in the monthly. It's saying, if Netflix starts to break under 400 to their 382 support area, this could be a pretty serious top. And then suddenly you get CMG, which is Chipotle, spiking in leg D to the upside. So I think that this is a time that you have to be. I've got 1 foot on the brake and 1 foot on the accelerator, and that's how we've got the portfolio. I'm looking at longs, I'm looking at shorts, and I would not be surprised if very soon we do have a consolidation. Everybody keeps saying this market is just headed higher and higher. I think later on it is, but I do believe that we're very close to some kind of a pullback. And I'm not sure yet. I'll only know when the volatility index, the VIX, I spent a lot of time on my show talking about the volatility index. It's not really showing much of it in the way of strength, but what's really interesting is you've got the S&P, which just snuck to a new all-time high, but the Dow didn't. New York Stock Exchange is trying to get there, and yet the volatility index is at 12, when in fact the recent low is 10.28. So on a percentage basis, it's well off the bottom. I'll be much more convinced that this market will start to turn down when the VIX trades for 3 to 4 sessions in a row above 13.5. And at that point, I think that all bets are off to come back to the recent highs, because that's when I think we'll get a deeper retracement.
And folks, you can come over to our website at TFNN. You can test drive Basil's newsletter. You go to newsletters, you go to the opening call, you go to newsletters, you go to trading newsletters, the opening call, test drive it right here, right now, 2 weeks free. And of course, don't forget, each and every trading day, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. You can call up. Basil has a great show each and every day. Basil, you have a great night, safe night. Of course, look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Tom. Have a great evening.
You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. The Dow Industrials right now are up 69. You get NASDAQ up 29. S&Ps are up 11.5. After the close out here, folks, there's going to be action. We got Apple, you got Microsoft, and those are two of the largest weightings inside the NDX 100. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. You get the Dow up 75, Nasdaq up 32, S&Ps are up 12.5. And if we go over and we take a look at good old Apple first, this is what we have happening with Apple right now. Apple's trading at up 91 cents. You're at 94.85. And as we come into the last 25 minutes of the market here, it's going to be intriguing to see if it can get into and up and over the 95.27. Where the 95.27 comes in play, folks, that was the downdraft that was created on the 17th of July. The top of that area is 95.27. Now, we had come down with 57 million shares. So that is your benchmark out here. We'll see if, in fact, she can go do it. Microsoft, we go take a look at Microsoft. Microsoft's been on a tear, no doubt. That, on a longer-term basis, what you have, let me just put this up in a weekly. On a longer-term basis, you get a nice ABC structure on the way up. In fact, it might have... Let me put this on a monthly for a second. Okay, so on a, when you broke top side, so on a monthly you got, let's see, 32, oh, this is interesting. Actually, what it's just done, oh, this is going to be great watching this whole thing shake out. So this is what it's done. When you take a look at Microsoft, and we bring this back on a monthly basis, you know, when we're dealing with all the way from 2009, you had a price target out there, $43. What it had done is that when this thing went topside, the April of 2013, blows away that whole area, and when you do a price projection off that low, it's $10 over the $32.95, which gets you $42.95. And we've hit a high out there of $45.71. And that's, you know, what's intriguing, folks, is understanding where you are in the markets. Because what does happen after ABC structures on the way down or the way up, that's when they can either look the worst or look the best. And, in fact, you want to know, you want to back up and say, okay, where are we inside the marketplace? Because when markets are overextended, whether to the upside or downtown, you'll get bounces out of those. And when we talk about bounces, if you want to see bounces, bottom line, HLF, Herbalife. This is the whole battle out here, and it's a battle extraordinaire, no doubt. Bill Ackman is losing the battle out here today. I don't think he's going to lose it in the long run because HLF has a high volume low. Bottom line is that he advertised that he was going to unleash the whole fraud on HLF this morning at 10 o'clock, and evidently the market's not believing him because Herbalife has gone from $52 to $66.17. And it's done that with some juice behind the move. And what you do have out there is there's a 34% short position in Herbalife. So as soon as that thing starts moving topside, guess what? You are going to get squeezed and squeezed in an extraordinary way, no doubt about it. What you do have happening is that in the option market, there was a huge amount of weekly options, puts that were $10 out of the money, 45 puts that were bought yesterday in the aspect that Ackman was out there saying that he was going to come out with this morning. Let's go to Bill in Littleton, Colorado. Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Hey, good afternoon.
How you doing, man?
Doing really good.
Good. What are we going to look at?
Pacific Ethanol, PEIX.
Let's take a look. They produce and market low-carbon ethanol. The low is $2.33. The high is $18.86. Now, do you own this? We looking to buy it? What are we doing?
I have a family member that has it.
Okay. So is their goal for something like long-term, short-term? What is it, do you know?
Yeah, they're in the money now.
Yeah.
And they would like to get up there around, if you go on a 3-year weekly chart, it's kind of wonder if it can go up a little bit higher from here.
I see. Okay, so let's take a look at it. What they're gunning for out here, evidently, folks, is that in 2011, the stock's at $27.75. We have 1865 you have volume at. Okay, so let's watch this here on a weekly. On a weekly basis, Bill, what you have is this. It pushed really nice the week of April 4th, because up to 1865 does 18 million shares. Last week, we did 7.1 million. This week, we're at 2.8. So that's going to be a benchmark, man. And thus far, today you got over that 1865, and it looks like you're going to close underneath it. If you close underneath that 1865 on a technical basis on a weekly chart, right? So let's say Friday,
right?
I'd take some money off the table, because what that would set up is that then it would make its way back down to the 1335 area. That's a consolidation in there. It's no doubt, it's a good-looking chart. It's building cause. to probably make a run for that 27. But this is an equity that has already gone up 500% in a year.
Right.
You know, so.
Yeah. I've heard you talk a lot about A to B equals C to D.
Yes.
Can you do that on a weekly chart?
It is not an ABC structure on the way up.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was or not.
What happens is this, is that what it would need, and that the definition of an ABC structure on the way up or way down, folks, is this. It has to pass the B point with volume. In this case, that B point, see, is 18 million shares. You know, so you would need a lot more shares. We only did 7 million last week.
Right. Okay.
And right now the run rate is a lot less. So that's, you know, Fibonacci-wise, you have that going for you, okay? Because when we pull back from the 1865, you know, down to the 1043, well, that wasn't a bad retracement, even though it seems like it's a monster, because of the fact that this equity had started running topside at the $2.33 level. What you really want to wrap your head around is the stock has just gone from $2.33 to $18.55.
Right.
That's huge.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You know, that's huge, man. So.
Yeah, no doubt about that. No doubt about that.
Hey, let me ask you something. You guys in Colorado, you guys got a heck of an economy going, don't you?
It's like it's booming out here.
Yeah.
I was driving down the road the other day. I haven't been down for a while, and over in Arapahoe County.
Okay.
And it's just building everywhere.
Listen to this, folks. This is amazing. You know, I watch the bond market a lot, okay? And in the, well, you know, it's so funny. One of the tigers is saying that it's the pot trade out there, but it's not the pot trade, folks, that we're talking about, but that's booming, too, out there. But what it is, so check this out, folks. This is amazing. Colorado, right now, has the lowest yielding bonds in the whole United States. You guys can push out money. So I was looking at a bond that you guys just pushed out last week, right? So check this out. This is amazing, and this is what booming is all about and jobs are all about. They pushed out 30-year bonds, folks, municipal bonds, right? 30-year bonds are only paying 3.1%, and everyone wants them, Bill. It's amazing. I was watching this go off, and I'm saying to myself, but you've been consistent the last 5 years. And it has to do with the growth out there, evidently. You know, so it's pretty cool, man. So. Yeah,
the housing market just is unbelievable, also.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. It's a beautiful state. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, and you know, you have a lot of jobs out there, and you know what happens in the bond market, folks. When the bond market is saying that that's what they're paying, that the essence there is that they know that the jobs are going, the bills are going to be paid. There's not a big deal, and the demand is way over the supply. Because, you know, when you take a look at this, just so you can put this in the context, that a 30-year Treasury, okay, a 30-year Treasury right now is yielding 3.25. And what does happen with the municipal is some people that want them because then they don't have to pay the state taxes either. But the bottom line is that they're competing with a 30-year Treasury, which is really dynamite in the aspect of what's happening. Hey, man, you have a great one, a safe one.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, thanks so much. 877-927-6648. Let's see, what do we got? Let's go over to Apple and see if anyone, you know, gets any information before someone else. As we get into this closeout here, and we have all of 26 minutes. We'll see some nervousness, folks. Okay, you don't get a huge amount in Apple, but you get enough, and you always have to be prepared that someone will make a mistake. And earnings will come out early. It's never happened that I remember on Apple, anyway. It has happened in a few other equities, though, that can really blast the market. In Apple's case, there is no doubt that inside the Index 100, it's going to have a huge effect. Most of the time, what does happen with Apple is that Apple normally comes out at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. They don't give the actual number. They always just say after the market, but most of the time, that's when it comes out. Microsoft. Different ball game. Microsoft is just like Google. Microsoft normally comes out a split second after the market closes. So in Microsoft's case, I expect that's exactly what we're going to get. And what does happen there, of course, is that That gives the futures traders a bit of time because the futures markets are open for another 20 minutes after the 4 o'clock hour. 877-927-6648. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com. Eastern legend tells of a fair maiden who was offered a rare gift by the king of the land, a bag of pearls. The king promised that she could keep the largest, most perfect pearl she could find with these 3 conditions. 1, choose only 1 pearl. 2, remove 1 pearl at a time, accept or reject it. And 3, if rejected, it would be lost forever. She began by looking at the pearls, passing on many special treasures. She delved deeper into the bag, and soon the pearls were replaced with pebbles. Sadly, she went home empty-handed. Folks, replace pearls with time because we cannot go back even 2 seconds. We live in the eternal moment of now. So when now are you going to take advantage of my offer to you, a subscription to my daily investment newsletter service, Mastering Probability, where you can experience the most incredible pearls for trading and investing, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator and Strategy. The offer? It gets better. A 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't go home empty-handed. Mastering Probability. Available on the homepage of TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit tfnn.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by BackTech Environmental. For more information, just click the BackTech banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. You get the Dow Industrials right now up 69, Nasdaq's up 32, S&Ps are up 12. And, folks, if you'd like to test drive my daily newsletter, the way you can do it, come over to our website at TFNN. You go into newsletters, trading newsletters. You see the market insights right there. You can test drive it 2 weeks absolutely free. As you're over there, if you happen to like the gold and silver market, you can test drive the gold report for a full month. The way you do that, you go to newsletters, investments newsletters, and you'll see the gold report right there. You can test drive it 1 month absolutely free. Now, let's go over to C's, and we'll take a look at the FTSE 100 first in the UK. What we have with the FTSE out here today, that was up $66. We're at $67.95. This has been in a consolidation that hasn't been able to take out its highs since the last 6 months. Okay, it was up there 3 separate times the last 6 months. Just couldn't get up there. In fact, the high just over a year ago, May 2013, that was the high. All the downdrafts, just as in our market, have been with volume. So the FTSE is at that 6,700, the bottom of this consolidation, however, 6,400. The DAX in Germany. Now, the DAX in Germany, folks, trades just like well, nothing's just like it, okay? But the bottom, trades basically similar to the NASDAQ 100 and the NASDAQ composite. The DAX in Germany, what that did out here today, she goes up $122, but she is coming right into a major downdraft. And that major downdraft inside the DAX has been going on for quite a while. She's still in the lower range. When we talk about the lower range, we're going all the way back to the beginning of this year, meaning January 2014. So this little baby here is still saying that it wants lower price. We had come down to a price point of the 96.55 with volume on that move. What's sticking out like a sore thumb is the March 2014 low. That's 89.13. It's going to be really interesting seeing all these numbers coming out. The reason being, when Basil and I were talking about, I know he loves this, well, not that he loves it, but he looks at United Technologies a lot, GE, 3M, and IBM when he's looking at the Dow Industrials. Well, what you had out here, we take a look at the UTX. UTX blows away a swing point today with volume. Your A point on this, and we'll set this up. Why don't we set this whole thing up? Okay, so your A point, it's a very, well, it's a good size, let's put it this way. It's a good size ABC structure. Your A point on this is $1.20. Your B is $1.12, so you get $8. Your C is 116. It gives you a 108. What you had to do to basically bring the probability up that you get the full price projection is when you went after 112.44, you needed volume of more than 3.6. Well, guess what? We get triple the volume, 9.6. Where's it going? The old infamous benchmark. The benchmark, folks, this is what is happening in the marketplace right now. More and more of these equities are coming down to the February 5th benchmark. That benchmark has huge volume. That's where UTX is going. That's where many others have already gone. That's where all the indices want to go, folks. GE, we're going to take a look at General Electric. What do you have with General Electric? That also blew away its swing point, did it yesterday. A point on GE is 27.53. Your B is 26, not the end of the world, so you get $1.40. Your C is 27.14, which gives you about 25.50. Yesterday, what we did is that we hit 25.72. You also broke the B point with volume. Your B point on this had 33 million shares. We took that out with 59 million. What is sticking out there on GE? 75 million shares. February 3rd to February 5th. Price point is $24.32. Now, what GE also has, folks, and this is really dangerous. If you're on GE, take this into consideration. GE, folks, has never tested its high volume swing low. That was established March of 09. That high volume swing low is, the high of that is $11.35. The low of that is $5.72. That's a huge problem. That's going to get tested. Now, the low doesn't have to get tested. The high, sometimes when they do that, you come down, you test the high and reject it. But that's still a long way down from where we are right now. We're $26. That's $11.35. That's a big number. I had brought up 3M with, when we were talking about that. 3M, folks, looks to me like you're going to get a rejection out here today. What is it? You're at 145.09. It's going into the downdraft that was created on the 17th. The high of that was 145.67. In this particular case, we made it exactly to 145.67. And bottom line, what do you have? We have volume of 1.1 right now. We'll probably do about maybe 6 million. It's 2.1 million that you needed, you know. So bottom line is that that little baby wants to go lower. Let's go to Tony in Wellesley. Hey, Tony, what's going on?
How are you, Tom?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
Good, good. All the best to you and your family.
Thank you. You also, man. Appreciate it. Haven't heard that voice for a while.
Yeah, I still tune in ever since about 1997 when you were the Three Amigos there broadcasting from Waltham.
I love it, man. Thank you so much.
Long-time listener, good-time friend.
I know, man. I know. So
hey, UGAZ is the triple long on natural gas.
Let's take a look. It's the Velocity shares, 3 times long natural gas, exchange-traded fund from the U.S. Okay, so
I've been itchy to pull the trigger and buy some. What do you think?
Okay, well, let me go. I'm going to go into the natural gas contract first, the actual future contract. So what we had out here today, this is down 7 cents today. Well, look at this thing. Okay, hold it. No, don't go into this yet. No. Okay, so we're at 377. You know, I mean, do not do this yet, Tony, because you swing low. Okay, this has gone straight down from 480. Your swing point here is 359. You know, so when you get this close to the swing, it's like it's going to go after it. You know, there's no reason that it won't go after it. So what you normally do is you let it get down to that and then see if you get a rejection of lower price when you get to it. Let me see what the volume characteristic looks like. Okay, so this is what you have with the volume. Last time with, oh, it's an ABC down. Okay, hold on 1 second. I can get this. Okay, see, A point is 480. Okay, so it's an 80-cent A to B. So 417, 317, 327. Yeah, your price projection is wow. Is that right? 80? No, 337. Your price projection on the ABC down, Tony, is 337. So don't touch this, man. We just broke the B point with volume. 337. Let that natural gas get lower, man.
White light to you, Tom.
Thanks so much, man. White light back to you. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Look at that. An hour's already done. Oh, man. It's a beautiful thing. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming right back. Dow right now is up 66. NASDAQ up 31. S&P's up 11.5. Microsoft's going to be coming right out, folks. We'll have it for you. Coming right back.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Tom in Derry, New Hampshire. Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Mr. O'Brien, how are you today?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
Good. This is like old timers week. I heard Rick from British Columbia. I'm waiting to hear Greg from Long Island.
I like that. Totally, man. Totally.
By the way, your website, unbelievable. Watching that thing change over the years. You guys are doing a bang-up job. You got great guests. And
well, listen.
Keep up the good work, man.
We appreciate you being out there. We never can do it without all you tigers and tigresses, Tom.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day out there, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our Believe cards. To bring anything into your life, imagine that it's already there. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow up 61, NASDAQ up 31, S&P's up 9.5. Gold contract down $7, trading at $1,306 an ounce. Silver off 12 pennies at $21 an ounce. Platinum flat at $1,487. You get oil at 104.42. Bonds, the 10-year is up 4 ticks at 125.12. 30-year is up 4 at 138.16. You get King dollar up 228 ticks, trading at 80.85. The euro's down 55 at 136, and the yen is trading out there at 101.64. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Here's what you have. You're at 1984, folks. You're at highs up here. The high is 1985.59. We did volume out here of 584 million. It's not even close. That is a high price without the juice behind it. NASDAQ composite, we did not 1696 in the composite right now. What you had in the composite is you up 31 bucks. We are at 4456. And what that has done is that it got over the 4451 downdraft of the 17th. You're right into the first. The high on the NASDAQ was the 3rd of July. You come off that high, and that's what we're running into. And the bottom line is that when you look at the correlation of how we're coming into it, this is what it is. 1.6 billion versus 2.2 billion. You're shot in a huge way, meaning you have a higher price, not sustained volume behind the move. That's saying that price won't hold. Now, Microsoft, MSFT, let's take a look at it. We're going to have a lot of action here coming out at you fast and furious. Microsoft closed at 44.83. That's trading at 44.60. This is how the numbers go on Microsoft. The bottom line, top line rather, the estimate was 23.01 billion. They took in 23.38 billion. Bottom line, the estimate was 60 cents a share. They made 55 cents a share. So what you do have with Microsoft, she's trading off about 50 cents. Now, Microsoft has gone. She closed at 44.83. She was trading at 44.22, got up to 44.95. Right now, she's at 44.59. So I expect she's going to basically stay all over the place. I do expect that she's going to back down. That'll be a normal back down, folks, in a equity that has gone dramatically higher. When we did the longer-term take on it, Microsoft had a price projection of about $43. That was from when Microsoft, on a monthly basis, had taken off in spades, over the last swing point of that 37. So bottom line, Microsoft has a full price projection already. When you do get a full price projection, most of the time you do anything but continue that way. You back down, and build some cause. Electronic Arts. We take a look at Electronic Arts. We have Electronic Arts. EA closed out the day today at 38.42. That is trading at 37. Now, what's really interesting about this is that this was an equity that was trading at $40 a couple minutes ago, too. So this is all over the place. ISRG, this is a psycho stock, no doubt. This is Intuitive Surgical. Intuitive Surgical right now closed at $392. She is trading at $434. And this is an equity that has come down from $541. Let's see what they say behind the numbers here with Intuitive Surgical. Okay, the earnings per share was $3.73. The estimate was $2.82, so they beat by a huge amount. Apple, of course, is going to be the number coming out. Now, Apple will come out at $4.30, folks. Apple closed at $94.72. She's trading right now at $95.25, which is just a riot. I don't know if she's trading on the Microsoft news or what. But the bottom line is she is trading up a bit right now. Let's go to Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Tom, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing very well. Doing very, very well. I'll tell you, Tom, I've been following you for several years now, and huge improvements in the website and the show, and then just the talent that you got going. You know what's the one thing that still needs, that's actually gotten less good over the years?
What?
The music in between the first hour and the second hour. We used to listen to classic rock and roll, and now you got this whole Yanni thing going on. And I'm just like, man, I'm waiting for a picture of Linda Evans to show up. You know, I was like, what is this? What is this he's playing these days, man?
Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
Anyways, hey, if you would pull up General Motors. I've been watching this one for a while.
Let's take a look. We get good old GM, folks, okay? The low in GM is 31. The high is a 41. They're yielding 3.14. Okay, so let's put this on a weekly. Okay, I'm ready.
So I'm thinking, because on the daily, you've got, on January of this year, you got a high volume day that basically accelerated a downturn where someone dumped 89 million shares. And when I'm looking at this on a daily here, you got a sell guard leading, and it looks like it's coming in to test the high from July 2nd there, where you had basically looks like about 17 million shares. We're now coming back into it with significantly lighter volume, around 9 million shares. So here's my thought. I've been saying to myself, we have a consolidation going on, approximately about 80 to 90 cents. So we take, an approximation here. So if we take the high of the consolidation, let's say around 37.95 and change.
Yep.
And we add on to it the consolidation volume on there. We add that on there. That'll take about approximately the 38.80, 38.90, which would be just under the low of that high volume candle on the 16th of this year. And my thought is I'm going to short it once it taps that and rejects it.
No, I like that trade, because if you're watching Tiger TV right now, I have it up on a weekly, right? And at 38.33, that's where it came down the week of the 17th of January. It had 191 million shares there. And I know you know this, how they love going up and just testing the bottoms of those, rejecting them. And so the ratio goes like this, folks. We went up last week with 48 million. Well, guess what? It's going into 191 million. And this is a clean one, too. I mean, you have a high volume low in April, $31.70. I'd be all over it. It looks to me that what you have also is that a few of these Dow stocks are really ready to croak. You had UTX croak out here today, GE croaked. I think, take a look at, I was going to pull the trigger today on 3M. I'm really close to pulling the trigger on 3M. Now, what's going on with 3M is that it's coming out with their earnings on Thursday, I think, 24th. What day is today?
Today is the 22nd.
Yeah, it's coming out Thursday. I didn't do it this morning because I wanted it to test that 17th, and I did it this morning. It tested the 17th. It got to 145.67, and to my boy, it hit exactly 1.6 versus 2.7.
Right.
And it's a close call, because what this also has, folks, it has a high volume low in February. And I like the idea of it because of UTX falling apart today. You know what I mean? That was kind of interesting. So.
Well, my thought is hopefully it'll drag, give GM a little bit of breathing room to hit it, reject it, and drag this bad boy on down. The only thing that continues frustrating me, which is why I've been doing a lot of long trades here lately, is that just about every bearish formation pattern that's been occurring has been failing. And I've talked about this many times. I'm still convinced that until the broader market comprehends the thought that the Fed will be taking the punch bowl away here before too much longer, it's going to be difficult to see a sustained downturn. But when we do, it's going to be a good one.
I'm with you. Cooking, brother.
Thanks, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. Our man, Mr. Andy Heck's going to be coming up next. And, of course, don't forget, we got a new schedule at TFNN. As soon as I finish here, our man, Mr. Andy Heck's going to be coming up with the commodities, our outstanding show. Dow Industrials right now up for 61 at 1, NASDAQ up 31, S&P's up 8.5. We're going to be coming back with Apple's earnings, folks.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Investors, Taz Market Research delivers to its subscribers expert commentary on the analysis of 50 different markets each day. Get this invaluable and timely information through the daily market research videos Taz Market Research produces each day before 9 a.m. The video analysis will include reports on currencies, interest rates, indices, metals, energies, grains, and more. You'll be able to gauge where high profitability setups are in each of the markets. Receive a free 2-week trial subscription to Taz Market Research videos on the front page of TFNN.com.
Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 61, NASDAQ up 31, S&P's up 12.5. 8.5, actually. They sold off right coming into the close. Microsoft, which come out with numbers, is trading up about 20 cents. They hit their bottom line, top line number, the bottom line number they were shot on. They closed at 44.83. It's trading right now at 45.08. And as of last Monday, this Monday rather, folks, we do 10 hours of live programming every trading day, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The 8 a.m. show is our man, Mr. John Logan, the Global Market Pulse. You can you can get all this programming live right on your cell phone, TFNN.MOBI. You want to get Tiger TV? Real easy to get. Just go to TFNN.com. You're going to see the TV right on the right-hand side. Just click that TV. And, of course, our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. Andy was nice enough. We went from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, so I could go from 3 to 5. He's 5 to 6. You're going to stay right here after my show every Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. We got the Commodities Hour with our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. Andy, folks, also has an outstanding newsletter. The way you can get that is you come over to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters. You go to trading newsletters. You see the Technomental Commodity Report. You can test drive that 1 month absolutely free. Andy Hecht, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great. You having a good day?
Yeah. How was your vacation?
It was dynamite.
Good.
It was dynamite.
Glad to hear it.
No,
I can't say the same for my week off. I moved, so you know how that goes.
Okay. No, yeah, I know, man. It's the only time you want to move is when you can throw everything away and walk out and just walk in a place.
But I got a nice place. I got a nice pool here, and I'm all set. Yeah.
No, that's important. That's
much better. I got all set up, and everything's good. So I heard in the first segment.
Gas.
Your buddy called up about natural gas.
It was so good to hear from him, man. I hadn't heard from him for so long.
I haven't heard an accent like that since I've been in Fenway.
He's so cool, man. It's Tony. It's Tony from Wellesley, man. I love that guy.
Anyway, I'm not so sure I agree. I mean, I know your ABC setup.
Yeah.
ABCD setup.
Sure.
Here, but I'll tell you, natural gas to me is setting up as like one of the perfect technomental trades here.
Hey, it's only another 30 cents, man.
Oh, exactly. And I'm scaled down buying here. First of all, we got a gap on the chart today.
Yeah.
And inventories are low. This thing is brutally oversold. And it's looking kind of interesting. You see that gap we had created on the trade from, from Friday into Monday.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Right.
That's going to get filled eventually, like they all do. And, hey, let it go. The lower it goes, the better my average will be. And, I am looking at you guys here. I'm looking at, scaling down from 359 area.
Okay.
Which is the recent low. That was the low of November 5th, before we had the big rally that took us up over $6.
So if we just look at UNG, folks, if you happen to be looking at a chart right now, I'll use UNG. UNG is just the not the leveraged ETF structure. It's the U.S. Natural Gas Fund.
Definitely safer than the UGAS.
Well, yeah, but also when you do that, I mean, this is a classic that it is backing down with lighter volume. We had gone up. We had gone up really nice. This took off the low of $16, gets up to 27. The actual break top side started at 21.27. 56 million shares. Well, last week we committed to that with 28 million. That's how you like to do that. You like to commit to it with volume contracting. So
absolutely. And where do you see the support kicking in on UNG?
Well, once we got under the 21.27, so it's like, okay, man, 19.47 is game, because that's the swing point. And that's what I was saying to Tony, that the swing point, when you get this close to the swing point, they like to get hit. It seems like, how the heck does this happen? And I don't know, but they get hit.
I know. I hear you. I mean, I'm actually looking. I have some UNG I put on. I'm definitely looking at a stop at around 1890. So I just wanted to see if my numbers jived with yours.
Yeah, cool, man.
Anyway, some other things going on today. Lean hogs. First of all, cattle. We had a little bit.
I know,
we were on vacation. Little pullback, 146 and change, and then ba-boom.
Let me tell you something, man. I'm glad I was on vacation last week, because remember the last time we were on, I was itching to go short cattle, right?
Oh, I told you to be careful.
And then I didn't touch it. This morning, yesterday coming back, I was just getting acclimated again, right? And this morning I pull up cattle and I'm saying, look at this thing. And folks, what you have is that cattle had come off the high with some good volume on the way down, 37,000 contracts. It goes right back into today with 24,000. This could be another ABC up, man. It's crazy.
This thing, I think it's going north of 160, no question. The lean hogs, though, interesting day today. Let's just throw a chart a chart up here of lean hogs. Key reversal day. And I think that the hogs are going to go higher based on the cattle and the substitution trade. The pork over beef trade. So, we tried the downside there too, and I think just the move in cattle, too strong for the hogs.
Yeah, see, this is interesting, man. And you had brought this up, Andy, even a year and a half ago, man. The bottom line is that there's not enough meat in the world right now because the Chinese are starting to eat meat.
You can't feed the carnivores.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, gold and silver.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I'm a little disappointed. It's getting a little lethargic here.
Yeah?
I was real bullish before, but I kind of closed positions here.
Oh, I like
in gold
that.
and silver.
I'm bull.
I
get five horns hanging out of me.
Okay, you're real bullish. Okay,
I am, and this is why. So check this out, folks. This is, I know this is a tough one. I'm not saying it's not. We'll find out. Whether the Bulls or Bears are going to win.
I'm ready to buy it when it breaks out. Believe me, I'm ready to buy it. But
when you look at this contract, it's very unusual when gold can get smoked. Well, first off, first you have to go back to the 19th of June. 19th of June, we go topside with 238,000 contracts. The low of that was 1276, the high 1322. It did a full extension. It got all the way where it should have been, 1346. What does it do? It backs down. First day backs down with 209,000 contracts. Second day, 176. But guess what? It didn't make the breakout area of 1276. And then last Thursday was impressive, man. So to me, that is what normally happens when you get a market that really takes off. So,
well, the only thing I would say about last Thursday, we have to remember that last Thursday, that Malaysian jet went down and the war started in Israel.
But it doesn't matter.
If gold didn't rally on that day, it would never rally.
But I understand what you're saying. But I've learned over the years, it doesn't matter what makes anything move. It's almost like mathematically these things are planned or something. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I understand that.
I guess the last 3 days, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, the action has been a little muted. But then again, it is the summer, and volume is low. So we'll keep our eyes on it.
If you take a look at the XAU and the HUI, the XAU and the HUI actually had higher volume on the way up Thursday than it did on the way down the July 14th and 15th. So that's telling us that there's more buyers than sellers. And then the last deal that I put inside that all has to do with that the GLD is this the first time since 2011, folks, that the GLD is actually buying again.
Mm-hmm. Hey, the one good thing, base metal's real strong.
Oh, it is, man. It is, big time. Hey, folks, you stay right there because our man, Mr. Andy Heck's going to be coming back with you 5 to 6 tonight. Andy,
see you guys at the top of the hour.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
Take care.
Stay right there, folks. Apple's going to be coming right back with numbers, and we'll have them for you. We're going to be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report and $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy. A set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments. And whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to Apple. Apple come out with numbers. Numbers go like this on Apple. So it's trading right now right about where it closed. Apple closed at 94.72. It's trading at 94.76. It's been as low as 93.89. As high as 94.95, and this is where the numbers come out with Apple. There she is. Okay, so their revenue was $37.43 billion. The estimate was $37.93. So she shot on revenue. Earnings per share, they basically made earnings per share. The estimate was $1.23. They made $1.28. Bottom line is that gross margin was 37 to 38%. The estimate was 37.5. As our man Dave White is talking about, our technology expert at TFNN, his quote would be, it looks like light iPad sales helped the margins. The bottom line is that they're going to need a lot more than that to get up and over those highs, folks. That's what it comes down to. So we'll see where she shakes out. My take is that she's not going to be able to hold this higher price out here. What you do have, if we look at the NDX 100, is the 3 Qs. The 3 Qs are trading down, but I want to show you something here. So the 3 Qs, the NDX 100 closed at 96.61. She's trading at 96.44. Xilinx, XLNX, is just doing a number on them right now. Xilinx closed at $48. She's trading at 43.86 right now. That's going to be a very large ABC structure on the way down. 44 bucks is your B point on here, and this is a big one too. So if I put this on a weekly, oh man. Ooh, it's going to be interesting to see how this goes after this $44. Right now, because the 8 point on this is 55, so it's a 10.8 A to B equals C to D, which would give you a $38 price point. And the way she's trading right now, she's going right into that swing point. We'll see whether she get the volume behind the move. Let's get to Larry in Dallas. Hey, Larry, what's going on?
How you doing, Tom? Welcome back.
I'm doing great. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it, man.
Would you look at TRN, Trinity Industries?
Let's take a look. You got TRN, they manufacture transportation, construction, industrial products. The low is 18, the high is 46. Okay, so let's see what we have. Okay, so on a daily, you're going to need a lot more juice on the daily. On the weekly, okay, so now do you own this? Looking to buy it, sell it? What are we doing?
I was looking for an entry point.
Yeah, I'd take your time on this. I mean, this thing has gone nonstop since $17. And the last time it had any juice was on the way down when it came down in June from 46 to 39. So your entry point, just take your time. The entry point is somewhere around 34 bucks on this, man. And you'll get it. You'll get it.
Could you look at one more, CVI?
Absolutely. You get CVI. That's an independent refiner and marketer of transportation fuels. The low is 33. The high is 51. This pays a 5.95% dividend.
I'm just confused at the chart.
Okay.
Head and Shoulders confuse me.
Yeah, you know what happens, folks, is that what does happen is that Head and Shoulders are all over the place in the market all the time. So what you really have to wait for, you have to wait for a test of the neckline, a break of the neckline, and then a test back inside that neckline. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Oh, this is interesting. Now, this one's a little bit different because what you have here, Larry, is that you get a high volume high at the $65. So it's like, okay, let me put this on a monthly. That wants to run up to that area. Oh, no. Oh, that's on the weekly, but there's not much on the, wow, man. Okay, 1 second. Hold it. This is it. Now, here's some divergence. On a weekly, I can see why you're confusing the chart. I am too. When you put it on a weekly, right, you get a high volume spike at 61 to 65 that looks great. You put it on a monthly, and it hasn't any volume in a long time. You put it on a daily, and, I'd wait for $42 before I'd do anything. Okay. And where I'm going with the $42, Larry, is this. I'm going to the bottom of the week of April 18th. That's where I'm going with that.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, man, have a great one. Have a safe one. 877-927-6648. Let's go back over to Apple and see where she's shaking out. So she's down basically about $1 right now. So what will happen is that the conference call will start, and, there's no doubt, CEOs, CFOs, their job is to basically make sure their stock does not get croaked. So we'll see what kind of questions are out there. We won't have the questions right now, but I know Mr. Dave White's going to be on that call. And what will happen, though, is that you'll get volatility coming in the stock as it goes along. Bottom line is that there isn't a that starts at 5 o'clock. Okay. There isn't the revenue shortage, folks. The revenue number is important to understand, because what happens, and I've talked about this plenty of times, is that you can always make you can't always make the earnings, okay? But if, in fact, the companies say, I made the earnings or I made more than the earnings, but my revenue went down versus going up, well, the market knows immediately what you did. You just cut expenses. You can cut expenses. That's not growth. What everyone's looking for in Apple, of course, is growth. You're looking for a growth stock. I mean, you know, Apple puts out numbers saying that, hey, look, they're looking to grow, you know, 13, 20, 15% a year. Well, bottom line is that revenue has gone down, not gone up. And in that case, that makes a huge difference. You know, so we'll see. It certainly doesn't look like it's going to get absolutely smoked, but it doesn't look like it's going to go higher either. In that context, however, though, Netflix last night, if we go take a look at Netflix, after the close last night, NFLX was up $7. After the close, end up closing down $20 to $20.86 today, and with volume. Netflix is also an ABC structure on the way down. Takes out the 428, 8.1 million versus 3.4. You know, so your A point on Netflix is 475. Your B is 428. You get $52. Your C was the high of yesterday. So 402 is the number on Netflix. That's where that baby wants to get down to. Xilinx is a big one, folks. What I've found is, you know, if you, depending on how long you've been in this market, in the 90s, this was well, they're all good trading stocks, but Xilinx is a dynamite trading stock. But when you take a look at where Xilinx goes, Intel was grouped with that basically. Where Xilinx goes, markets like to go. You know, it is a specialty chip maker, which is a little bit different, no doubt. But when you take a look at this, the high in Xilinx was $55. That was established March of this year. This is going to go after that B point. It's below it right now. And if you blow away that B point, man, oh, man, I'm telling you, you are going to be right back down to, what did I say? It's a 10-point ABC. So that's 40, 39. Yeah, you're going to be back to March of 2012. No, 2013. March of 2013. You know, so, you know, this is going to be inside the Dow Industrials today, which is important. Inside the Dow, what you had, no doubt, is that you had this. You had Travelers Insurance, got smoked. That was a high-volume bar that was going after. It was at highs with no volume. Altera, thanks, man. It was Altera, yeah. That was all. Altera and, yeah, Xilinx, they're like twins. So Travelers Insurance today, what does it do? Gap's lower, 363. Does 1.1 million shares. That's after making highs with 500,000. Huge distribution, folks. Absolutely huge distribution. We take a look at the Coca-Cola. That Coke was down 121. United Technologies got killed. United Technologies was A to B equals C to D, you know. Yeah, and is one of our Tigers in the Tigers Den, he's saying, yeah, the Europeans have lost their moral compass. 300 people blown out of the sky and their response, nothing. I absolutely agree. You know, and it's disgusting, folks. That's the bottom line. Don't mean to get political, but it is disgusting. Let's go to Steve in Oklahoma City. Hey, Steve, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, thanks for taking my call.
Thanks for calling, man. Thanks for holding.
I want to get your opinion on CLR. That's an Oklahoma City-based oil company.
Okay.
And they're the Bakken company out of North Dakota.
Nice. Let's take a look at them. It's Continental Resources, CLR. The low is 90. The high is 159. And, okay, so let's take a look. On the daily, okay, so on the daily, you're at 152. Now, do you own this? You're looking to buy it?
I have some calls on it. I bought last Thursday on the 16th at the bottom of that, where that swing is at the bottom on the daily.
Okay, you just stay with us, okay? Going to be just a short break, Steve. We're going to be coming right back. This is Tom O'Brien. We get Steve from Oklahoma City. We want to hear from you, folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. We're coming right back.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Join Andy Hecht as he teaches you how to make money in commodities. The Commodities Hour, next on TFNN.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with Steve from Oklahoma City. We're talking about Continental Resources, folks, CLR. It's trading out here at 152.42. It's a huge acceleration up, no doubt. We take a look at this on a monthly basis. This is an equity that in 2008 was trading at $12, and it's 152 right now. You're going to need some patience here, Steve, because the run's been extraordinary, and I do understand the amount of oil that they find is extraordinary also.
Yeah.
I would.
They report on August the 4th, and I want to be out before that reporting date.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you think maybe they have a chance of getting up and breaking that 159.
I don't see that, and the reason being is this: is that when you hit the 159, we did that with 635,000 shares, and the day before was 500,000, the day before that was 400, right? Then you see what happened when we come off that 159. Then all of a sudden you do 1.4 million at 148. You do 1.6 million at 145. It's like that isn't how it's supposed to work.
You're building volume on selling.
Yeah, you are. So you have a seller in there, and what's sticking out like a sore thumb is that, May 8th area is like 138. See, a natural retracement on this can go to 138, 128 in a heartbeat, man.
Okay.
So I'd be taking some money, especially with those calls. They're in the money right now. There's nothing wrong with taking some. There's nothing wrong with when you have a call or a put. If you've probably already doubled it, right? You can get your principal back. That's another way you can do it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you have two of them, sell one. Or if you have five, sell two. Or whatever, just to get your principal back. And then it's like, okay, you can roll it out there and see if it, in fact, it can get up to that 156.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I appreciate your point on the volume thing from that high that we hit.
Yeah, and the run's been extraordinary. I mean, this would be a natural. Yeah, that 138 to 128 screaming. Just as a natural pullback, too. It's had such an incredible run, man.
Yeah. Okay, Tom.
Okay, man.
Thanks so much.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. And don't forget, folks, if you'd like to test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, you can do that by coming over to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters, you go to trading newsletters. You can test drive it absolutely free for 2 weeks. We take a look at Apple. What Apple is this. Apple closed at 94.72. She's trading at 93. So she's down slightly $1. That doesn't mean a thing with a $90 stock, that's for sure. But she certainly didn't go topside. Inside the 3 Qs, we're at 96.40. Now, what you're going to have with the 3 Qs, which is going to get really intriguing here, is this, folks, is that you could have yourself a nice little island top with a little tiny doji up there. It'd be really interesting if, in fact, that's what we're going to get. Now, watch this. It's what is really hard to do in candlestick charting is a tri-star top. And what a tri-star is this. We had it yesterday. So yesterday you get a doji. We went from 95.55 to 96.16, and then we closed at 96. You have that gap away today. Now, tomorrow, if we do the same thing we did yesterday, oh, baby, that is a heavy signal. It's so hard to get those set up. So we'll see where it shakes out. I do expect, though, that you're going to have an island top out there. We'll see whether we get the tri-star that shows up. If, in fact, you get that, I think we get action anyway. We'll just see if that is what tags the top out here. Let's go over to Microsoft, because Microsoft's going to make a huge difference inside the NDX 100 tomorrow also. Microsoft right now is up 20 cents. We're at 45.09. Xilinx is going to be a killer inside there. That's going to put a little juice in the way down. XLNX, XLNX. Xilinx is trading down $7 right now, $5 right now. She's at 43.26, and she is coming under that last swing point, and I do expect that you're going to see some volume there. XOOM. This is a company that, let's see, they're in the financial business. financial service money transfer business. That closed at $23.34. She is trading at $20.49, and that is just going to go after its lows and go after that $16 level. What else is out there? Oh, ISRG. Now, this will put juice into the NDX 100. This closed at 392. I mean, maybe this might not be in the NDX 100, actually. I think it does. I think it is. This closed at 392. That is trading out here right now at 435. This is an equity that loves to trade like that. We had just come down from 541 to 346, like in a heartbeat. They do a counter trend bounce up to the 426. Now she's going to be back up there trying to get into this 390 or the 490. 1 second. $439 area. That's what she's trying to do right now. That $439 area, that's what she's trying to get into. Now, don't forget, folks, you stay right there. Our man, Mr. Andy Heck, is going to be coming up next with the Commodities Hour. And, of course, each and every trading day from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., you get live content here. You can get all of that programming right on your cell phone at tfnn.mobi. That's the full audio stream. When you get the Tiger TV, all you have to do on your cell phone, folks, go to tfnn.com, and on the right-hand side, what you're going to see is you're going to see a Tiger TV. You hit that Tiger TV. What you get there is you get all the audio, you get the video, you get the whole ball of wax. It's one beautiful thing. We do appreciate all you tigers and tigresses out here growling and prowling with us. And, yeah, I absolutely love these new hours. You know what the amazing thing is, folks, is that and I'm still on WBNW up in Boston. And that's where we started. And I think it was 94 that I started. It's 2014, man. And when I started, it was 3 hours a week on a Wednesday, I think. Maybe a Monday or Wednesday. And I remember me and one of my partners, I used to carry the computer over to the studio, a big desktop computer. Someone should have told me to get a laptop, I guess. Oh, you gotta love it. Anyway, listen, we appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us each and every day, folks. Just another recap for this Apple. Let's see where Apple's at. Apple's getting a conference call right now, 94.30. Microsoft's up about 20. Xilinx is the one that's going to basically push those Qs down tomorrow. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it. Step into it, take ownership of it, fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. You stay right there. Our man, Mr. Andy Heck's going to come up with an outstanding show, the Commodities Hour. You stay right there. Andy's coming right up, folks.